According to a survey, the following mistakes candidates commonly make during a job interview are given in this table. This is one of those problems, again, that looks a little busy, but just take it one thing at a time. And they're asking us a question about whether an if-then statement is true or false. So although it looks sort of busy, they're giving us a table with some information, and they're giving us an if-then statement and asking us if it's true or false. So I want to take a little bite at a time. First of all, if I think of that if statement, which would be more than a quarter showed little knowledge of the company, as being P, and the then statement, which would be it was not true that less than 20% lacked enthusiasm, the logical statement that they're asking us its truth or falseness is simply P implies Q. And we know how to decide that. So we look into the table is going to give us the answer about whether P and Q are true or false. So we're going to look into the table to find out if the statement P is true or not. Statement P says more than a quarter showed little knowledge of the company. Well, if you look at the line that says little knowledge of the company, it actually says 39% showed little knowledge of the company. A quarter is 25%. So P is a true statement. More than 25% showed little knowledge of the company. So statement P is definitely true, and we can plug in a true in place of the P. Then look at Q. Q says it was not true that less than 20% lacked enthusiasm. Well, if you look in the table, 10% lacked enthusiasm. And Q said it was not true that less than 20% lacked enthusiasm, but 10% is less than 20%. So it is true that 20% lacked enthusiasm. Q says it was not true that 20% lacked enthusiasm. That's false. So the question they're asking us to decide about, or the statement they're asking us to decide about, is of the form true implies false. And if you recall your implication truth table, that is the only case in which an implication is false, when P is true and Q is false. So the original statement, that if-then statement, is false based on the information we found in the table.